News from across the country and around the world is moments away with an ABC News update on 89 WLS and WLSAM.com.
The rush is way up north. Way up north.
522. You know, I was watching on TV the other day. I forget what the show even is. But it has to do with fast food. You know what the fastest drive-thru is in the country? For 11 out of the last 14 years? Wendy's has the fastest drive-thru service. Because they have like 5 or 6 people when you place your order. Everybody starts working on your order. But the thing I found fascinating, when they put the mustard or ketchup on your hamburger, they do the little squiggle with the W. But if you turned the hamburger over, it looked like an M. Yeah, that's what they do. I don't know what's going on. Is the country on meltdown? There are a lot of crazy stories. This is out of South Carolina. Actually, before I get to that one out of South Carolina, remember last week we talked about the graduation ceremony where I'm looking at the staff. The staff doesn't remember a thing. About the graduation ceremony where they told everybody, don't cheer. And this one kid, his family cheered. And they didn't give the kid his diploma. And sentenced him or somebody in his family to 20 hours of community service. So during the week, I see another story like that. And in this case, the school where this family went kind of nuts, they arrested this woman because they were loud. I'm expecting by next week they're going to shoot somebody. Hey, there was a very touching story. There was a 97-year-old guy who didn't get his diploma, didn't graduate, and he got his GED or something, and he graduated. Now, he was 97. His parents weren't alive to see him graduate. He said they would have loved to have seen that. And you know how a lot of kids and from good families, not good families, but wealthy families, they give their kids cars for graduation? I was just thinking, if his parents were alive to see him graduate, the car they would have given him would have been a hearse. And that's just, never mind that. I don't know why I said that. I apologize. I don't know what got into me for saying that. But anyway, there's this story out of South Carolina. There's been a lot of stories about police using taser guns. Now, I thought the reason police use taser guns was because so they don't have to pull out their gun, real gun, the lethal gun, and shoot somebody because that you can kill them. This was kind of like one step below the gun to get somebody under control. And there have been more and more stories of police just pulling out taser guns when you think, you know what, you don't really have to use the taser gun. You can subdue people. Well, the story out of South Carolina, police used a taser gun on a nude, I know that got your attention, a nude 80-year-old woman. There, I just lost your attention. I had you, then I lost you. They used a taser gun on an 80-year-old woman after she allegedly attempted to attack the police with her walking stick. It says police answered a complaint of someone making loud noises in the area. They were met by an elderly woman wearing no clothes on her porch. That was not written right, but anyway, she was wearing no clothes on her porch. She was hitting the steps of her porch with her cane. According to police, the woman, who spoke confusingly, I bet, began to swing her cane at the officers. And when police tried to take it away from the woman, and she kept swinging, they tasered her. She went right down, like a decapitated moose. That's how quickly she went down. They took her to the hospital. Her heart is going again. And there's a lot of stories like this. Is there just too much tasering going on? Don't tase me, bro. Remember that? There's just a lot of that. I mean, Would you really think an 80-year-old woman, a naked elderly woman, I'm just painting the picture for you. Picture this woman. She's 80 years old, naked, probably wrinkled, hair a little verklempt, and she has a walking cane. Not the sticks with the sharp end where you pick papers up off the ground. But just a walking cane. You tell me a bunch of police can't subdue this woman without tasering her? I know it's the easy way out. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they don't hit her with a taser tax. You know, we had to discharge our taser. There's a $25 fee for that, because we have to recharge it. An 80-year-old woman with a cane, they could have put her down with silly string. She would have been wrapped up in silly string. She would have fallen all over the ground. And then in Massachusetts, because they don't have enough time, in Middleborough, Massachusetts, they have voted to make swearing in public finable. $20 fine for public profanity. Who's going to enforce that? What do they get you with a taser? Has that become a problem? Do you hear a lot of that in Chicago? I don't hear that. I just heard a woman tell her kids the other day, if you don't shut up, I'm going to slap you silly. I don't know. We're gonna find people there. Then you have other stories where I don't know. It's just nuts. It is really. I think it's the end of the world. I really do. You want to know something most people don't know right now? I'm going to tell you later on. I'm going to wait to tell you until later, because if I told you now, you just put the covers back over your head and you just probably kill yourself. You taser yourself. Chuck in Brookfield. Hey, Chuck, you're on 89 WLS.
How you doing? I'm actually from Crown Point. I'm the egg man. I'm getting ready to go up and sell some eggs up in Brookfield today at the farmer's market. There's a guy that's next to me in the booth over there, and he's always mouthy. And I tried to get the cops in Brookfield to taser this guy for $100, but he won't do it. And so anyway, I talked to the animal control guy, and I've been talking to him, and I told him I'd give him $100. And I told him, don't taser him like on German Shepherd or Labrador, but turn it down to like Schnauzer or Poodle. And I think I got the guy convinced he might taser this guy for me.
You can't do that.
What's that?
You can't pay somebody to have somebody tasered?
Well, I don't know. I've been bouncing it around. Anyway, hey, just a friendly reminder. Make sure when you're at the farmer's markets this year and you see guys with tomatoes already, that's a lie. You don't get tomatoes in this hemisphere until right around the last week in July or the first week in August. So do everybody a favor when you see somebody doing that. That's a con man.
I thought you're the egg guy. I didn't know you're the tomato guy too.
Oh yeah, I sell produce. I sell everything.
You got any bananas?
You know what? How do you know I got bananas? Because I work at Whole Foods and I buy a case of bananas every week, and I make the people, if they buy a dozen eggs from me, they don't get a free banana. But if they can guess a number in my head from 1 to 10, I make them work for it. They actually will guess the number, then they get a free banana. And
where do they grow bananas around here, Chuck?
Huh?
Where do they grow bananas around here?
I don't. I said I buy them.
I know you buy them, but isn't the whole farmer's market concept supposed to be stuff that's grown around locally?
That's why I buy them from there, so I can show everybody. Say, oh yeah, I got a banana plantation. Just like people say, oh, I got a greenhouse in Kentucky. I said, well, let's go there then.
All right. Thank you, Chuck.
See ya.
I'm going to taser Chuck. 5:31. Back after this on 89 WLS.
This is Chicago's talk leader.
Somebody's got to take a stand.
I agree with you, but you can't duck the issue.
Bring it on.
First time caller. I'm an avid listener.
Point to the fact.
I'm not a victim. Put up or shut up. I agree.
The best thing on radio.
I had a comment.
What I think is causing all this recession.
In our 89th year, entertaining Chicago. How can
can that be?
89 WLS.
89 WL.